Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel, Whole Lot of Drawings, where I like to teach you how to draw your favorite characters step by step, relatively easy. If you are a beginner here, you shouldn't have any problem following along. If you're intermediate, then you're definitely going to have a very fun time with this as well. If you're new here, welcome as well. And if you're currently already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot. And this is honestly the whole reason I do this, to provide you guys with fun videos in order to draw your favorite characters. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe for more content in order to see those videos in the future. And if there's anything you specifically ever want drawn, feel free to comment down below and let me know. Today's video, in order to prep for it, all you will need is a number 2 pencil, a paper, whether it be printer paper or sketchbook paper, and an eraser. So those 3 things. If you do need help with stenciling, then I recommend that you get a cup as well, because the rim of that cup can help with the circle. So go ahead and grab those items in order to get started and have everything ready, a clean workspace. And let's get started on Baby Yoda. So we're going to start off with a circle, and like I had mentioned before, with the cup having the outer rim, you can use that as a stencil to do a perfect circle if you need. You simply just turn the cup upside down like so, and then you will trace around it. So I'll show you what I mean. All right, so I have a glass right here. You can use a mug if you want to. You just have to kind of maneuver around the handle. But since I had this on hand, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So you just place it like so, and you'll trace around it while you hold the cup so it doesn't move, because if it does move, then your circle will not be a perfect circle. So you'll just outline it like so. And you can stop halfway, and then go the opposite side. Just make sure you get that nice circle. And so, now that we've drawn our circle, we're going to go ahead and draw Baby Yoda's ears, because he has the cutest little ears. So we're just going to go ahead and arch right off of this circle right here. Now I like to take tiny strokes, just that's how I like to draw. So if you want to kind of adopt that method, you're more than welcome to. It kind of gives me a little bit more control with shading purposes. But we're going to go ahead and draw a triangle sort of shape right off of his head here. And we're going to do it on the bottom as well. Now I do kind of rest my hand on the paper to give the pencil a little bit more support. Don't press too hard. Just kind of grazing the paper here. There's one ear. Now we're going to do the same on the other side right here. There we go. And then the bottom we're going to do as well right here. Again, light strokes, not too hard. There we go. Now I'm kind of making his head a little cockeyed here, so it's not supposed to be straight. It can be if you want it to, but this is just the way I'm drawing him. Now he's going to have a cutesy type look, so we're going to put his eyes a little bit lower on the circle here. Again, light circles. And the same on this side. Now, this is just a basis. You can always adjust as time goes on. It's not going to be perfect at this moment. But if you want to kind of get an idea, your eyes in general are usually, they're about an eye's width apart. So you have your eye, another eye, and your eye, okay? So for this purpose, this is what I mean. This is about the same size, if you measure it with your pencil slightly, as the middle of the middle gap right here. And then you're gonna go and measure this one, make sure they're even. And that's how you make sure his eyes are the proper distance apart. Okay? So if it's not exactly correct or perfect, that's okay. You're just gonna have a little bit of a different type look of Baby Yoda, but he's always gonna be cute because that's just who he is. But that's just the general guideline you usually go by. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and draw his cheeks. So his little cheeks, because he's a chubby cute character. Just gonna kind of go off of this circle line here. And we're gonna do the same on this side. Okay, and now we're gonna draw his chin, which we're gonna connect right here from side to side. It's kind of just a little arch right here. Okay, now you have his little cheeks. Now his nose is going to be relatively high between his eyes because that's just how we're drawing him. So that's going to be his nose, and then his smile will be pretty high up as well, like so. So now the fact that we have his chin and his cheeks here, they kind of hide underneath his robe, his little Jedi robe. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and draw a line from, it's usually right at the base of his ear right here, to the other base. So we're gonna kind of do a curved line right here. From that line to the other. Okay. So we'll go ahead and start about midway in the circle right here. You have the entire circle midway here. Just kind of, it doesn't have to be perfect because his ears are kind of a little wrinkly. There we go. And then we're gonna draw from about the base of his ear up to connect to this spot right here. Okay, and then you have the inside of his ear. Now we're gonna do that on the other side as well. You don't want to go entirely to the tip of his ear because you don't want to go too far. Again, I'm kind of using my hand as a pivot. I'm just going this rounded edge. Okay, you have both of his ears. Okay, so now to complete his robe, we're gonna go ahead and kind of do a square here. Okay, so from the corner of his cheek right here, down. Same thing on the other side. Okay, and I'd say it's about the same length as the circle. Okay, so if you take the tip of your pencil to about the bottom where we originally drew his chin, then measure that is where the robe will stop. Okay. Right, and then we'll just connect the bottom. Now, again, do this lightly because this is just a sketch. And then you have the basis of his robe. Now that we have his robe, we're gonna go ahead and do some more detail, okay? We're gonna get his arms in here. So starting from this point right here, we're gonna go ahead and kind of add we're gonna add the collar of the robe. Okay, so I'm gonna draw two little bends right here, and then we're just gonna do a straight line like that, and this one as well, so it's symmetrical. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and take your eraser right now just to kind of make it a little bit more clear, you're more than welcome to go ahead and erase the part of the chin that we wouldn't normally see beneath the robe. Again, it was all a guideline to help you get the collar placement correct. Okay. All right, so now that we have the collar, we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of fluffiness to it. So it's not as rigid. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do a little bump right here because of the cloth material kind of bundles up at points. We're gonna do another little curve right here. And so now this curve kind of leads to his elbow. So this is where his elbow is. Then we're gonna curve upward because he's gonna be holding something. So we want to make sure that his arms are bent for that. And we're not gonna do that little bunch right here because that's usually not symmetrical in most cases. Okay. All right. So to keep it kind of level, just make sure it's around the same line here. Okay. I'm gonna curve upward now from his elbow. Okay, so now we're gonna draw his hands. So we wanna draw one line this way, and then another line this way. Now keep in mind that this one isn't a curve like this. It's a curve that goes this way. This one is a curve that goes upward like this. So this is more of a downward kind of curve. This is up. All right, let's draw his little fingers. So we're gonna go ahead and do 3 little lumps right here. Little curves, because those are his fingers. Okay, and we're gonna do it on the other side as well, but this one is gonna be a little more unique. So we're gonna do halfway here, not the entire curve, but just half. And then we're gonna go ahead and add his second finger from that point, because he has 3 fingers. Okay, do that. And now this one curves into the other finger. There we go. All right, so we're going to draw a frog right here because we all know that Baby Yoda loves frogs. Well, just to keep it at basis, we're gonna go ahead and kind of do a little bit of a curve right here. Lots of curves. But that's why I say if you know how to draw a circle, you can pretty much get the basis of a lot of drawings, because there are a lot of basic shapes in drawings. Okay, so it looks like right now he's holding a cookie, which wouldn't be bad if you wanted to make it a cookie instead of a frog. I mean, it's really up to you, but I'm gonna go ahead and change it to a frog. So just at the top. Okay, and then there's gonna be another eye. And then his forehead. And then just kind of use the guideline of the circle to do the sides. All right, so now we're just gonna go ahead and draw his little eyes in here. So those are just basic circles that we color in. but then his mouth will be up here. You can make that a circle, a line, whatever you want, whatever you prefer. I just want his little mouth open, wondering what's going on. Draw his arms. Now it's gonna be kind of cartoony, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make it look like that. And then his legs will be at the base of the circle. Okay, just kind of connect it. There we go. Go ahead and finish off his robe here. Nothing too extreme, just kind of make it a little wavy so it looks like cloth. And the same thing, just kind of connect it. All right. Now Baby Yoda does have some wrinkles on his forehead, so we're gonna go ahead and add those. I'm gonna put it, kind of looks like the basic bird that you would draw in elementary school. So we all know how to draw those. And those just go right up on his forehead. Like that. You can add some wrinkles too around his eyes if you want to. Okay. All right, so I went from a 2H pencil, which is usually the sharper type. It's a little bit, it's harder lead. So usually these are great for sketching. But then now when you want to use a bit darker of lines, you go to the B. And this is a lot softer of lead, so you'll usually see it on the side of the pencil like that. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go over. Now I like to make darker outlines on the outside, so it kind of looks like a cartoon. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can simply just trace over it, but this is what I like to do. So we're just gonna go over the your eraser, whatever you have. I have the triangle one. I like this one the best. So go ahead and just erase all those lighter lines. And then we're going to get to his cute little eyes. So there's going to be some light involved with this. We're going to give him some cute little reflections. Those little circles that make his eyes twinkle. And then we'll color the rest in. Now you may have noticed I didn't actually erase within his eyes because we were gonna shade within anyways. So there was no reason to really erase those sketch lines. And there you have it. If there are any specific touch-ups you want to do, you can do those now or just leave it and make it kind of look more like a sketch. It's really up to you and what you want to do, but this is just the basis of how to draw Baby Yoda. If you do want to draw some hair, you can, just to kind of give it that cutesy look. So you're just going to do upward light strokes in a little bit uneven length, uneven spots, just to kind of give him that little cute look. have it, everyone. I hope you had fun drawing with me in this tutorial of cute Baby Yoda in sketch form. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I look forward to seeing you all in another video real soon.